The couple who rendered aid to Tyrone Davis Jr. during his final conscious moments has spoken directly to his father, Tyrone Davis Sr., his Aunt Natasha, and to family members, friends, and supporters. They explained that they discovered Tyrone lying in the roadway and immediately moved him out of street to prevent further harm. The wife, who is a nurse, began assessing him while they stayed with him continuously until emergency services arrived. According to the couple, Kira Davis, known as Lulu, arrived approximately 2 minutes after the ambulance was already on scene and actively loading Tyrone. They stated that she appeared more focused on sharing her version of events with first responders than on asking about Tyrone's condition or well-being. The couple also shared that while Tyrone was still alive, he was grunting and moving, appearing as though he may have been experiencing seizure-like activity. They said he was unable to answer questions or communicate clearly. There are aspects of this situation that feel deeply unsettling. It raises difficult questions when strangers, who do not know Tyrone personally, seem to have shown more immediate concern than someone described as his long-term partner. Only God knows the full truth of what occurred, especially as key individuals have not spoken publicly. My prayer is that Tyrone's family receives not only the answers they are searching for, but the answers they deserve. A crowd recently gathered under the Archer Road I-75 underpass where Davis was found, with family and community members demanding answers about what happened to him. They are pushing for a full death investigation rather than the initial classification by authorities. Gainesville Police Department, GPD, continues to maintain that there is no evidence of foul play and no current indication of a murder charge, describing Davis's death as tragic but not suspicious. Family members have publicly disputed the police explanation that Davis jumped out of a moving vehicle, saying that they do not believe he would ever do that and questioning why his girlfriend would leave him after allegedly jumping. Relatives, especially Davis's cousin and father, have stated that hospital staff relayed that his injuries did not appear to be consistent with a fall or jump from a moving vehicle, suggesting blunt force trauma inconsistent with the official explanation. The family is calling for a complete and transparent investigation to understand what happened. Those advocating for a more thorough inquiry held a community gathering under the bridge where he was found, symbolizing continued skepticism of the official account. https://www.wcjb.com. State of the investigation. Police assert they have evidence and information supporting their current conclusion, but details of what that evidence entails have not been released publicly. The investigation is described as ongoing, and detectives are continuing to review information. Social media posts and unverified videos have circulated alleging Davis was struck in the head and left on the roadside after the couple's getaway, and that eyewitnesses and even a nurse have come forward with accounts differing from the police narrative. These posts claim contradictions in girlfriend testimony and suggest community frustration, but these have not been corroborated by official reporting or law enforcement statements at this time. No official determination of murder has been made by law enforcement. No charges have been publicly announced in connection with Davis's death. No verified independent witnesses have been cited by accredited news outlets contradicting the police summary. Police classified Davis's death as tragic but not suspicious, suggesting the injuries are consistent with an accidental event. The family contends this explanation is inconsistent with the nature of his injuries and circumstances. Community members are calling for a broader investigation. No charges or formal murder classification has been made in public records to date. Stay with me on this channel. Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on new developments.
It's Mom Black, straight out of Gainesville. We're here at the bridge, checking in with Dro. Long live Dro. Shout out to the Davis family, Jennings family. We're here though. 5 lights behind me is Papa John's. Here's the bridge right here. All this traffic. Y'all trying to tell me ain't nobody seen nothing? Come on, man. Somebody seen something. Seen something, say something, bro. Got them people all up there. That's where they be at, see. Ain't telling me nobody that wasn't up there. That's where they be at. All this traffic. One of the busiest streets in Gainesville. Look at that. You know what I'm talking about? It's too much. Nobody ain't seen nothing. I ain't here. I checked out. Let me see y'all sign. We out here though. Okay. Let's see. Come here, bro. Damn, I ain't got no money on me. So ain't nobody seen nothing. They had to come this way. They had to be coming from that way. Papa John's is that way, 4 lights down. Not sure where exactly he was, but I do know that ain't no Papa John nothing down here. So ASO, GPD, FHP, somebody doing their job. But at the same time, they need to know, the family need to let them know something. Tell them something. But I really believe that the mother, Miss Renee, bless your heart, they okay. I think they know that whoever had the case, FHP, GPD, ASO, they got to be doing something to where the family is okay with what's going on right now. But the other side of the family, Davis family, they need to know something else too. This is a time where y'all should be coming together for, if nothing else, for Dro. Y'all talk about how much y'all love him, man. Y'all need to sit down together and put everything in the past. Just leave that shit alone. Come together in the name of Dro. And then everybody will know the same information. You got to worry about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories. Because somebody, the detectives and stuff, they talking to somebody directly. So y'all try and do that. I wish y'all would, but I don't know the reason. I just wish it could work out like that, you know? Justice for Dro. Let's go. Yeah. Justice for Dro. My baby's out here with me. They know what's up. They need to know what's going on. This is the best sign here. You seen something, say something. Ain't too many scared motherfuckers in Gainesville, right? Seen something, say something. Your family need to know. The littlest thing, like Miss Tasha said, can be the most important piece of this case. So if you seen something, say something. Y'all don't want to say it, tell me. I bet you I tell it. For real. This is about a good young man that probably flipping right now because of what's going on with the families, but he wouldn't have wanted it like that. But at the same time, there's no perfect way to grieve. Some people get angry. Some people want to fight. Some people don't want to talk. There's no perfect way. But I know that all y'all loved it. Y'all have shown that as one. But we up here in Gainesville, and we got you going on up here. We most definitely want to know too. Promise you. All that traffic, man. All this traffic. Drury Hotel, Waffle House, Circle K, McDonald's, Burger King, Country Hotel, Cracker Barrel. All this, man. Ain't no cameras, no nothing, bro. For real. Somebody know something. This might be the guy that knows something, but his ass ain't here. Where you at? Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Oh, he ain't home. He ain't got no doorbell, no nothing. Thank you for blowing.
God is dead. Oh, yes. I thought that was yes. How are you guys? Yeah. I saw the time Arthur Road, you know. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, y'all. It's so sad. It's so sad. We just want answers.
We don't have all the answers, but I want to give some honest perspective from what happened. We were at Texas Roadhouse.
Wait.
And for y'all that just joined, this is the nurse and her husband that tried to help my
Not husband
cousin.
yet. I'm hoping so.
Okay, fiance.
But so, at 5 o'clock, we left Texas Roadhouse, like 5:02. We were at this light behind a car.
Yes.
There was a red car in front of us. There was another guy involved too.
Yes, I talked to him.
Okay, you talked to him?
Yes,
Okay,
I have his
good.
information.
He pulls forward and he stops. And I'm like, what's this guy doing? And I honk and he turns his blinkers on. Like, okay, he's not working. We go around, we see someone's in the road. She's a nurse, so we immediately pull over.
So where were you not to stop y'all?
We were in this lane.
Is outside
His
lane?
car would have been right here.
He had the flashers on.
He has flashers. We got here, we see his body. He was up there about 15 feet.
Yep.
We get out. She immediately runs over. I had gloves in the car. She's checking him. You want to say what you initially saw?
He had a pulse. Okay. He was breathing. I opened up his pupils to make sure his pupils were good. They were normal. Okay. He was kind of moving around a little bit, like he was kind of disoriented. And I kept saying, "Hey, I'm a nurse. My name's Brandy. Can I help you?" No response. Kind of just kept moving around a little bit.
While she was on the ground, I was surveying the area. One of the things I want to mention, I believe you said he always had 2 phones on him.
Yes.
He had 3. Oh, 3.
Yes, 3.
He had a this is what I thought was suspicious, is there was his wallet and his phone. There was about $15 in cash, like, laid out like this, as if to show this wasn't a robbery. It looked like someone set it there, like all nice. The wings were right by his feet. They hadn't been opened. The pizza was all over the road. The other thing I want to say, why was the car going this way if the pizza place is down that way?
Right.
That's the important thing I wanted to relate. They should not have been coming that way with fresh food. And their hotel was over here.
Yes.
So they were coming back, which didn't make sense with that story. But we called
Thank you.
We called 911. By the way, I heard the report there was a homeless person who saw something. I was standing here. I didn't see anybody. Okay. So I just wanted to mention that.
Because we kind of thought that was a robbery or something like that. So we were trying to be super careful, wondering if there was anybody around. And we didn't see anybody. I told the guy that had pulled over, that had the flashers on, I told him, I said, call 911 right now.
Yeah. No, I said, have you called 911 yet? He said, no. I said, call right now.
And guess what?
So,
he reached out to me.
Good.
And he said that he was grunting when he walked over to him. As he pulled over, he saw paper in the road, so he slowed down. Then he saw a body. He said he thought it was a homeless person in the street, but he got out his car and realized the paper was money, not paper. And that's when he said he picked the money up to put it back in his wallet.
Okay, well, there you go.
So at the end of the day, he said you pulled up. But he said when he walked over to him, he was just grunting and moving.
We got out right after he did. So
yeah, so it's right there.
Time.
Yes, very little time.
What I want you to
when
check
you
out.
say 15 minutes. Hold on.
I know exactly where he was, but what do you want me to check out?
What I want you to check out is find out when 911 got the call and find out when the ambulance left, because she arrived about 2 minutes before the ambulance did. So
before the ambulance?
The ambulance was already here, and she showed up. And the thing that I talk about is I don't know if she was driving or someone else was driving. And she alleged she was driving. I'm going to say this. I have a lot of first responders in my family. I've been in a lot of these situations. When someone has a loved one that's on the street like that, you come up and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? I was up at the gas station. I was waiting for him. I sure hope he's okay. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys. She showed up to give her story to make sure it was set straight. It was not like, where is he? Is he okay? I'll be in there with him. It was nothing. I was nothing like that. There was no concern on her at all. And I told that to the police at the moment. And
yes, and here's the thing. January 6th, Gainesville, Gilchrist. No, Gainesville, I'm targeting just y'all. I talked to this guy. He reached out to me right after it happened. I had 400 and something messages in my inbox going live. Something say on January 6th, check your messages. And the guy said I was the first one on the scene, and they joined me. They say the nurse was not my wife or my girlfriend. They came in another car afterwards. I said, let me ask you a question. Did you talk to the police? He said, I gave them my number. I gave the detectives and the police on the scene, and they never called to this day. They told the Davis family, we've been reaching out to him, but we couldn't get an answer. They also said that they wanted answers.
This is my cousin Daddy, y'all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. So good to
Yes, God is in the mix. We asked the detective. We asked that first guy that arrived, witness number one.
Hold on for a minute. I want y'all to give me a briefing on what y'all were, what y'all said.
Okay, we've been catching Tasha. We were at this light. We come through. There was a car in front of us.
Hold on.
I am.
Okay,
He turned his blinkers on, so we went around him. We go around him, we see he didn't stop because his car was broken, but there was someone in the road. She's a nurse, that's her job. She says, we got to get out and help him. We get out. She goes up and helps him. I'm securing the scene, making sure it's safe. I didn't see anybody else around. We must have been there. I don't know the timeline. I gave Tasha some information that could help figure out the timeline.
Yes.
Because we called 911 less than a minute after the other gentleman called 911. That's just a minute.
Yes, sir.
And she assessed him. She stabilized him. She made sure his neck was okay. We got him out of the road and moved him to the side.
Yes, sir.
I did see on the ground, right by him was his wallet with money sticking out, a cell phone. He had his wings. The pizza was all over the place. And what I told him is what I thought was weird is the pizza place is that way. And he had fresh hot food. Why were they going this way again if the hotel was over there? That didn't make sense to me.
There's a lot of things in this consistencies that don't make sense. Like I say, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so as we're there, we might have been there 15, 20 minutes. I don't know the timeline. The way to find out the timeline is find out when they called 911 and find out when the ambulance left to go to the hospital. You get that time stamp because she pulled up. I don't know if she was driving or someone was driving her. We did not look for that. She pulled up.
She has a who?
Kier.
I don't know.
Okay.
Lulu showed up. She didn't come up to us. She went up to him to put him on the stretcher in the ambulance. And she had no concern in her voice. She had no... If she was on the side of the road and I drove up, I would be like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? She was not like that. She was there to get her story straight. That's all she did. She kept repeating. It's like she rehearsed in her mind. She's like, get my story.
Tasha, come on. Go live. Let this man.
This is right here. This right here.
Hold on. Let us see. Go ahead. Finish on what you were saying.
And that's what I was saying.
Repeat that last word.
It was the fact that she showed up. And by the way, she got that boot on her foot. She was moving pretty quick. She was not hobbling at all. But she went up to the ambulance just to say, oh, I was up at the Circle K. He was upset and got out of the car, and I was waiting for him for 5 minutes. It was no 5 minutes. It was close. She said they had an argument, and he was hot, and so he got out of the car. And that would make no sense to get out of the car right here. I am worried that if he got out of the car and she spun off, she might have bumped into him.
Hit the gas. That's
hold on. Let him do his
and hit the gas. But again, we don't know. We did not see any of that.
Correct.
Now you saw.
I said go get something for his head.
I got a clean roll of paper towels. We put it to give him like a pillow.
Right, because I didn't want his head to be laying on the ground. So
whenever we saw him, he could never speak. He was less conscious, but he went into a deeper state of unconsciousness. He looked like he was about to seizure.
Yeah. And I asked Lulu, does he have any medical problems? Does he have diabetes? Does he have seizures? I said, does he have any kind of medical problems that the ambulance And she said, no, not that I know of.
And she was calm the entire time?
Oh yeah.
Did he have any bruises? Any bruises consistent with getting hit by a car?
No. I saw his legs. I had to move his legs off the street. I did not think he was homeless. He looked like he was in his PJs. He looked like he was comfortable.
Yes, sir.
He had on his sweats, and we moved him off the road. But there was no any sign, anything.
No signs of getting hit by a car.
The only thing on him
was
the spot, which was like the brown spot
right here.
That's all we saw.
And I just love the.
And could that have been when y'all pulled him out the road? He got the scratches on.
We didn't pull him, but me and the other guy, we lifted him up to get him off the road safely and gently.
Because he was in the right lane.
Yeah, he was in the lane. Yeah.
So prior to the paramedics arriving on the scene, where was the Lulu girl?
Well, we never saw her. She only pulled up the last 2 minutes before he left to go to the hospital. We stuck around until the ambulance was.
She told us that she saw the light.
We were here for a while, so we know it was 5:02 p.m. when we left the restaurant, so it was still daylight out, but the sun was setting quick. By the time we left, it was dark out.
About how long was the ambulance here?
Ambulance was maybe here less than 5. Well, maybe 7. They came over to help you, and then they put him on the stretcher and got him over there. So the ambulance was probably on scene about 7 minutes.
Real quick, real fast.
It was pretty quick.
And they took him in under John Doe.
But she said
I don't know that because he had a wallet with him.
Yes, they did.
Now sometimes they do that to protect victims. They don't.
Yeah, you can ask the nurse. So they told us that he was under John Doe, but my brother was there, and then they moved him to a trauma name because they didn't know.
Which is normal for hospitals to do that if they think it's a suspicious something that's going on.
Thank you.
That is normal from my perspective working in hospitals.
So once again,
us.
as a father, right? You telling me this girl said she didn't have no concern?
If this was my loved one, I'd be like, why is she so cold? She had no concern in her voice. She was
She
more
didn't
concerned.
contact us at all.
She was more concerned to getting her story straight so she wouldn't get in trouble. From my perspective.
I asked her who she was. I said, who are you? And she said, I'm his girlfriend. And I said, does he have any medical problems?
Wow.
But y'all didn't know where she came.
Did the police contact you?
I can tell you, she came.
No.
Okay, so there's the question. They said no, the police has not contacted them.
Take a U-turn and come back. I don't know what
Like a white SUV, wasn't it?
A white Kennedy truck.
Kennedy truck.
That's it. Last scene.
That's it right there.
That's it. That's her vehicle right there.
That's her truck.
On Archer
She
Road.
got out of it, but
I wasn't paying attention, but that
She
point,
saw
this
it.
place was crawling with law enforcement and emergency services, so I wasn't watching.
I was
for that.
focused on Tyrone, and he was watching everything else.
Yeah.
And I want to thank y'all. I want to thank y'all so much because at the end of the day, we still just looking for answers.
Brother, do not lose faith in people.
I'm not.
I heard something you said, and that hurt my heart. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, because there are good people out there.
There's so many good people. We thank you.
Pierre has the phone now. We don't have none of his belongings.